What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking for a man, it's Drones. Forced out of the pocket. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all of the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Stewart. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Drones. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And his slip's just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an...
Running free! Just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. It'll be a draw. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Drones. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Rivers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This running back is a weapon. And not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Drones. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the 1st quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now,
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Here's the pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. The official says no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's King. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's King. Makes the catch. It's Rutherford. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to pass. It's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
That's caught. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Offense gets set for second down. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Kane. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rutherford. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Haynes. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pop the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Drones. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Stewart. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Drones. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Right back to the well. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's King. Finds his man, it's Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Drones. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Snagged in the middle, it's Green. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Green. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Quick with the spin move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Drones. He's got an open man. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Rivers. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Looking to throw, it's King. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On the run, it's Stewart. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no boss, get it together.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the never land the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it already done, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On the ground, it's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Drones. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Makes the catch. It's Rivers. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. They'll run the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's King. Tight end finds a soft spot. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the catch. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Stockton. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Rutherford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver.
They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They've got the lead here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Using his legs, it's Stewart. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Drones. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right now.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Heath. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rutherford. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Kane. Back open in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got the quick pass. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rutherford. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Takes the handoff, it's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's King. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How about that critical moment in the 4th quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the 1st down. That's a big-time play in the 4th quarter by this quarterback.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Green. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Selden. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.